Folks, this story will blow your mind and leave you furious. The endless drama with Ambassador Mike Huckabee just won't quit. If you haven't heard, this guy's not just America's rep to Israel, he's basically their ultimate cheerleader, defending every bomb, every raid, every shady move without batting an eye. He never calls out the wrongs, never questions the chaos. It's pure, blind devotion wrapped in fancy diplomat talk, and the hypocrisy? He pretends it's fair play, but it's really just a shield for zero accountability on one side. Before we rip into the details, drop a comment below. Where are you tuning in from? Smash that like button and subscribe so you catch all the fire we drop next. Alright, let's hit play on the clips and tear apart what Huckabee's been spewing. I've said this a bunch, Piers, if Israel wanted genocide, they'd suck at it big time. They could have wiped everyone out on October 8th. We know they've got the firepower, but nope, they held back. They've bent over backward to save civilians, cut down on innocent deaths, but do they get props? Nah, they get slammed by supposed allies who should get it. If this hit France, Britain, Canada, or the Netherlands, folks there wouldn't whine about how their side fights back. Israel doesn't just carpet bomb Gaza to hell. They drop leaflets, send texts, warn people ahead. They pinpoint spots, rocket launchers here, base over there, military setup right there. They yell, "Get out now." But Hamas? They shove their own people right into those danger zones on purpose. Fair point, I love my USA, served it proud, but we don't tip off enemies where we'll strike. Israel does it every damn time, going back to the 2012 and 2014 Gaza fights. And nobody ever says, wow, that's noble. Yeah, tons of folks died or got hurt who shouldn't have, it's heartbreaking. But the real nightmare kicked off October 7th. And hey, we agree on that. The rapes in front of kids, beheading babies, baking them in ovens, torching old folks in wheelchairs while families watched. We know it went down, no matter the deniers. Those Hamas monsters filmed it themselves, bragging like savages. Now Huckabee dives straight into fairy tale territory. He deadpants that Hamas raked in $500 million flipping stolen aid. 500 million. Where'd he pull that from? Hamas's secret ledger? Some wild slideshow? It's total nonsense. He slings these epic numbers for shock value, but zero proof backs it up. Meanwhile, real facts paint a grim picture. A fresh Guardian report drops the bomb, just 1.5% of Gaza's farmland is left standing. Picture it, lush fields that kept families fed, communities thriving, now obliterated, bulldozed, bombed out. Not even the veggies escape. So yeah, Huckabee's on about theft, and he's spot on, but it's Israel swiping the land, grabbing turf, erasing everything. We're still begging for one solid bit of evidence on Hamas looting aid. Crickets. What he's peddling ain't facts, it's a slick diversion, fog to hide the ground-level horror. Huge loads of aid and food poured in before the blockade, plenty to feed everyone through it. But Hamas jacked it all. That's why Israel clamped down on the endless truckloads Hamas was cashing in. They pocketed $500 million last year reselling it. Outrageous, right? UN's own stats say 88 to 89% of incoming food gets stolen or looted. So civilians starve, and guess who else? The hostages. You saw that sick video Hamas dropped last week, torturing them, starving them, making them dig graves. No food for them either. All this heat from Europe, Canada, even us, it's nuts. And yeah, Huckabee drags us back to fantasy. Claiming Hamas scored $500 million off aid theft with zero receipts. Absurd as it gets. Dramatic digits, no substance. But verifiable truth? Guardian says Gaza's farms are 98.5% gone, rich soil that sustained life, now dust. Crops targeted too. Theft's real, but Israel's the thief, stripping land bare. No proof on Hamas aid grabs. None. It's all smoke to mask the destruction. This hits hard because if the IDF nailed journalists in Gaza City and that guy al-Sharif wasn't Hamas, it's a straight-up war crime. I'd add, there are pics of this so-called journalist cozying up to Hamas's boss, all smiles for the camera. Evidence screams he was in their pocket. If proven wrong, fine, recalculate. But right now, it points that way. Why fake being a reporter? Despicable if you're shaping the story, not just telling it. But no hard proof he was a terrorist. Just old photos with leaders, tons in Gaza have those. Pre-October 7th, Hamas was the government, backed by Israel and others with billions. Calling folks terrorists retroactively? Shady. This sparks global rage for two reasons, Ambassador. 1. Foreign journos banned from Gaza since October 7th against every modern war norm. Can't verify IDF claims. 2. If he wasn't Hamas, it's deliberate journalist targeting, a war crime. Not the first. Over 200 Palestinian reporters killed since war start, more than all post-World War II wars combined. When do you worry about press attacks? Want international journos in, free roaming, not IDF tied, to fact-check Israel's stories? Well, I don't have your supposed proof of his innocence. No clue. If it's Israelis versus Hamas word, I'll side with Israel every time, hands down. They're not the type to whack a journalist for bad press. Better morals, better nation. Credit where due. Then there's Anas al-Sharif, a hero who shames Huckabee. While Huckabee lounges, spitting spin, Anas braved Gaza's hell, camera rolling, capturing the ruin daily. Risked it all to beam truth Israel hides. No dirt on him, no smears stick. Yet he filmed on, even post-assassination, his cam caught the blasts Huckabee excuses. That's the gap, one exposes reality, the other dodges behind a mic, justifying carnage.